me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it.
Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. They're on the visiting sideline. Head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guys hoping to build on their first win of the season last week. Running the show across the field, that's Raiders head coach Pete Carroll. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott and Brock Ewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Devin Duvernay to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Get the fullback involved here. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Roll the Dudes a touchdown. Now Kylo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Richardson throwing to start out. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Has his man. That's their rookie from Penn State. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
19-18. 19-19. 70 Rangers. 7, go.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. He puts some juice up into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And just before he can get the first, they escort him out. So it's going to be second and looks like less than a yard.
Brings up 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Williams on the play action. The right side hauled in by Komet. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. On play action, Williams. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears' 1st down.
Williams off the play fake. Komet brings it in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Running with Swift out of the gun. Jukes one defender. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
Santos.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hardman with a return. So Coach Pete Carroll ushers his Raider offense back to the field. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
That's complete inside the 35. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders make it a one-score game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And now the Raiders are going to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2.
Richardson's going to throw. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit. Okay, Brock, the goal line fade works for 2. I know there's some fade lovers out there. There's some fade haters. As a former quarterback, where's your opinion, Paul?
Well, when it works, you love it. But you know and I know it comes down to a couple things. It comes down to the matchup. You've got to have the guy out there who can win that matchup.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to precision. There is so small margin for error. Perfect throw, better execution, and a matchup they took advantage of.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
A draw now. This is Swift. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front. And
pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Raiders, the receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Richardson on 3rd. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll throw again. Richardson. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They run the counter with Swift. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's running for it. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
He has it at the 13. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Connor Gordon.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be perfect. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First down. Here's Swift. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying grounded with Swift. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-8 ball game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swinging.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Hardman with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders to receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, that's a very promising. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
79, bro. Here we go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Going again, Richardson. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Richardson to throw again. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Once more now, it's Richardson. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
We got too aggressive to try and stop that Play, and they tag him for pass interference. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they stop him. He's marked out along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Las Vegas.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
17 more yards. That's another great
Throwing now, Richardson. And this will... Las Vegas touchdown! The Raiders cut the lead to just a field goal. And the Raiders line up again to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. He rolls to his right. And he gets into the end zone. That lead is now whittled down to a single point. Well, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that 2-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Then lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll come up 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. This one's to Andrews out right. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down, ball at the 36. A give, right side for Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of 2. Up 2nd and 12.
Williams from the gun.
The Raiders 37.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's more of the catch out left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to number
You can earn your
2.
money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Darius Davis to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Chased out to his right. It connects down the sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up. First throw for the backup now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more, from the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it. And I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw is Pickett. And oh, he got it! Interception! That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now a give to Johnson, coming right. Room on the sideline to the 15. And they're finally able to get him down at the 17. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. Free inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That was JT Tuimolo out there for the stop. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. Here he is on 3rd and long. It's on target to Moore. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. From the red zone now. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he drives this forward to the 6. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for
touchdown, Chicago! The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown! His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears drive their lead to 11.
27. Raiders 16.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hardman with a return. Showing a little burst so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
The Raiders take over
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 17.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Has it downfield working the left. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Now the Raiders getting set for another two-point conversion try. Richardson's going to throw. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half. But they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room.
Raiders 22.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Jaguars. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. This is one of his touchdown passes. We had plenty to choose from in the highlights, seeing as he had 8 touchdown passes in the game. The Jags get back to 500 at 2-2.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field.
23-yard line.
Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. It got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Richardson on 3rd. And once again, they can't connect.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Once more now, it's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He'll throw it yet again. Caught, nice game left side. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. And as they keep going to him, he's now crossed 200 yards in what's become one of the most productive games he's had so far in his career.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Throwing again, Richardson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal.
Second and goal.
Richardson to throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And the Raiders line up again to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll throw again, Richardson. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears and Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shredding. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. We're doing shredding the defense just like that.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's second and 5. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? The gun, here's Williams. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck. And no luck on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. On now comes their punter. The Raiders to receiver Dante Thornton Jr. now ready for their next series. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. To the air on this first down, Richardson. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some...
Up to the races, middle of the field. He does it, touchdown. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. And a lot of things Jerry Rice did we might never see equaled again. But that's what he's just done here. It's his 22nd touchdown catch of the season. That matches the career best of Rice and puts him one behind the NFL record. Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Oh, stiff ball. He's still going at the 30. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump.
Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. That sack backs him up. It's going to be a long 3rd and goal from the 16. Williams from the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Williams trying to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now.
38. Bears 35.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
So Coach Pete Carroll ushers his Raider offense back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
Get it! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Seven Pirates!
First down throw here from Richardson. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
On target to Thornton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snapped out of Richardson. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. And with that touchdown catch, his 23rd of the year. He's equaled the NFL record held by Randy Moss from that phenomenal 2007 campaign with the Patriots. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. They Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
This QB is making it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, Williams. He's got Moore once again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 4. Williams hit, and that ball's out. And the Raiders get to it. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead off the turnover. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Running behind center with Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking from the gun, Williams. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Raiders and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Caught by his back. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You can't start a fire without a spark. How about a lightning bolt? What a huge game that totally changes the tone of the drive.
First and 10.
Richardson on 1st and 10. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's complete, this is Bowers. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. This offense in position now, it's 1st and goal.
Las Vegas.
Once more now, it's Richardson. That one connects. And in for the touchdown. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Now the Raiders getting set for another 2-point conversion try. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. All right, Brock, your time with Seattle, and especially Indy, you're on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield.
First down, Bears.
First down throw by Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And the Bears first down.
Again, it's Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. There's that man again, Odunze. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. First down, Chicago.
This is Swift. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you, there's very little you can do.
And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears make it an 18-point game. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Kyler Gordon on the cover.
Throwing now, Richardson. Put the body on the line for his team. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Tyler Gordon on the coverage.
Richardson to throw again. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Tyler Warren.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
They'll throw again. Richardson taking a shot for the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
incomplete.
Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. This from 48 on the left hash.
A 48-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field down. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. That's more of the catch out left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
They run with Swift. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
2nd and 10 now.
Second and 10.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Keeps it moving. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game.
Bears 49.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
First down throw here from Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Oh, Richardson fumbled it. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. You got tight right there.
They're going to run it with Genty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Line of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
And Alex Cox add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears and Roma Dunze headed back out on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And he's got a free play here. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. First down, ball at the 36. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, Williams. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him.
Loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Bears trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Hits him on the end route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Got to hurry this to the line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already been damaged in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
He gets a lock behind him. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And as he goes out of bounds, we're going to hear from our referee who the guilty party is on this play. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. First down, ball at the 36. They'll run now with Swift. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
A loss of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Caleb Williams sacked.
Williams with 3rd and long. Once again, pass caught by Moore. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
4-yard gain on the play.
Working inside the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. To throw is Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Williams again. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. Working quickly here.
And it's 4th down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He finds it beyond the marker. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions.
The Bears will line up for the
Williams trying to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut 2 more off that lead.
71. Bears 57.
Sometimes you just got to call your own number. You know, as soon as he makes that choice, there was no one, and I mean no one, who was going to keep him from making it in.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good.
Going again, Richardson toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders making a 3-score game in the 4th. And the Raiders line up again to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. You had no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming out.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Stays in the pocket. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! So put this in the win column for the